legends, look out. Here's trouble. That's right. Jim Does SuperCoach is back after a little bit of time off down the beach. And I'll tell you what, hanging out down by the beach did not help our NBA Supercoaching at all. Copped a rough on this week. We did all right in the old NFL Supercoach, of course. We finished up 26th there. But this week was a really rough one in the NBA world. I think we end up still managing to finish with a 955, top 9%. But our season rank has now dropped down to 497, so that dropped 89 spots this week. Jim, what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Donnie Mitchell missed games. SGA missed games. Jalen Johnson missed a game. I had him as the captain. He missed that first game of the week. Scotty Barnes, Scoob missed games. Tough scenes, I'll tell you. Cat missed a game as well. So after replacing Jokic and Giddey, the disaster 2 weeks ago, with a couple of other guys, feeling like Donnie Mitchell might still be a bit of an interesting POD. He only managed to 59. It was brutal. Stephon Castle, my sort of fingers crossed POD, he had an absolutely abysmal couple of shooting weeks and really shot me in the foot. So, but anyway, we're here to fix it. We'll just do a really quick one this week as well before I get settled in and, rolling properly next week again. It's always a bit tough with these NBA shows because we've got such a small window. I had to do the comeback NBA Straya as well today, so a little bit pressed for time. Literally, as I'm looking at the clock, we've got 14 hours until lockout ends. So I've already made my trades. Looking at those, what I've done this week, really what we're sort of obviously pinpointing is it's round 12. Who's on the 4 or 5 game weeks this week to really maximize, obviously, the scoring potential. But on top of that, who's got a 4 game week this week and next week? That's right, it's actually a little bit thin on the ground. If you go through it, I think we've got Toronto with 4 games this week and next, Sacramento, Brooklyn, Dallas and Denver, and Utah. And that is it with the full maximum sort of 8 games in the next 2 weeks. So a little bit of a tricky one. So really what I'm looking forward to is sort of, if you've got a 4 game week this week or a 3 game week this week, I need you to have either a 3 or 4 next week as well. So basically to get at least 7 games over these next 2 weeks. So the tricky one, the obvious first off, that's awesome. Oh my God, they've got 5 games this week, is the LA Lakers. So you got the Lakers with no Austin Reeves, a lot of Luka. Will he play all 5 games? And this is the biggest thing I think has hit Supercoach the last 2-3 weeks. Injuries obviously is a big thing. Jokic going out for 4 weeks is absolutely brutal. Giddey going down for a couple of weeks. Wemby hyperextending his knee. If you kept Wemby or you brought him in last week, he's been absolutely unreal again. Laughing there. But again, just these couple of little worrying injury sort of things. But then there's the rest. The SGA missed game. The Donovan Mitchell, I've got an illness missed game. The Karl Anthony Towns, hang on, I've just scored -2 because I couldn't hit a shot. Game. Stuff like that is really breaking your heart. But I think even like Paolo Banchero was absolutely on one the last couple of weeks, and now they're on like a 2 game week. So anyway, what we're trying to do is obviously maximize, as per usual, our games in the next 2 weeks. So look, Houston have got 4 games this week and 3 the next, which is pretty interesting. Amen Thompson's been traded into a lot of teams. Kevin Durant. LP Şengün was an interesting one. Came back from injury. I'm probably going to look to go from Cat to LP. I feel pretty okay about that. Paolo Banchero, he probably goes out for me for Luka. I'm going to roll the dice with the 5 game week. He might not play all 5 games. He's probably not going to play all 5 games. But if we get 4 Luka games, it's obviously without Jokic being back, with SGA only on a 3 game week as well. There's a couple of other interesting captaincy options, really, but the 4 games makes it really difficult to sort of navigate. Denny Avdia hurt his back at the very end of the Portland game today as well. I'm probably going to keep him in my team anyway, because if he does miss a game, he's still going to be on the 3. I'll keep that trade there. I don't mind having Şengün, Luka, like maxing out those 4 game weeks versus bringing in somebody to replace Denny. I feel okay about that. The last trade I'm going to throw in there as well, with Castle basically on a 3 game week, we're going to say goodbye to Stephon Castle. He might take a bit of a hit in the prices. I'm going to keep an eye on him. I'll probably bring him back in when Sacramento go on a bit of a... they've got a 4 game week next week. He might be back in the team as soon as next week. But they've got a run of 3 weeks of 4 games starting in round 16. So he'll be back in my team then. Don't worry about that. Elsewhere, it's kind of a bit difficult to sort of go, well, I've still got Cooper Flagg in my team. They've got the 4 games this week, Dallas. Denver, if you trust Jamal Murray to play all 4, best of luck to you. I'm not entirely convinced he's going to. That's a bit of a worrisome one. The one that I've brought in is Dosunmu from Chicago. He had 77 last week. He's at 9.5 mil. He comes in to replace Stephon Castle for me. I'm probably going to start him as well. Without Giddy there, Ayo's been scoring pretty handily. With 4 games, he should put up a pretty solid score. But the trickiest part that I'm sort of dealing with at the moment, the 3 gamers that I've got this week, SGA, Maxey, Donnie Mitchell, Jalen Johnson, I'm happy to keep all of them in my team for this round, right? Because OKC, they've got 4 games next week. So SGA, laughing. Philly, a little bit trickier. They've got the 4 game next week, 4 games the week after, 4 games a week after that. I've got Max in my team. He's staying there. Cleveland, they've got 4 next week and 4 the week after. So I'm feeling okay. That's the thing that I'm rolling with here, right? If they've got that max amount of games after this week, we're feeling all right. Jalen Johnson in Atlanta, they've only got 3 next week, but he's been so good that I'm probably just going to be like, look, if you can score me some 90s, thanks for coming, Jalen. I appreciate you. Without Trae Young there as well, he should be going off his head. We'll keep an eye on that situation, though, for Jalen Johnson. Otherwise, the most traded out so far, looks like people are trading at SGA. They're trading at Jalen Johnson. I'm happy to hold the phone there for 1 second because they've got the maximum amount of games next week. So simple as that sometimes when it comes to Supercoach. Otherwise, look, I think that'll just about almost do us because I'm just sort of looking at my team, trying to sort of scrape around the edges. Sort of the cash cows, I've still got Derek Queen. He's still playing on court for me at the moment. He put up 98 last week for the Pelicans. They're still sort of dealing with their own. The trade deadline hits at February 5. They're going to just be playing Derek Queen, Jeremiah, Zero Fears, nonstop, right? They're just going to be going, we're still fine. We're still good. We trust our young guys. Look at this. Everything's okay here in New Orleans. It's a bin fire. Don't listen to him. But Derek Queen's going to play plenty. And that's what matters. Cooper Flagg, he's got 4 games this week, so that's another one of my cash cows still rolling. Spencer Jones, look, you had a couple of other Denver guys go off this week. It just broke my heart. I'm like, Peyton Watson's going off. Spencer Jones, come on, get me a massive score. Didn't quite get there. Maxey Rayno, he had another 58. He's at 8.5. Dylan Harper's still on my bench. The Spurs have been chopping and changing players in and out of these lineups. A really strange week. Really broke my heart. I've still got Ryan Nembhard on my bench from Dallas as well. He'll probably go next week. I'll probably use a boost. I've still got 2 boosts left. I've got 36 trades after this week. Feel okay about this. Just need to make sure we get some proper cash cows in. Now that we've essentially set up our roster really well, I think, for the next 3-4 weeks. So that's what I'm going to do this week. It looks like. So I think in comes Luka. In comes LP Şengün. I will just basically make sure that I check this, make sure that Şengün isn't on any sort of injury list at the moment because I was going to bring him in last week. He hurt his knee. He came back. He's all good. And Ayo Dosunmu, let me know what you reckon about him. I feel like he, at 9.5 mil, is a bit of a boom or bust POD in my second shooting guard position. I feel all right about it. Come on, Ayo. I believe. Just watch Stephon Castle go off in 3 games. Break my heart. But anyway, there you go. That's a bit of Jim Does SuperCoach for this week. Bit of NBA Supercoach. Just a quick hitter. Just to say g'day. Just to let you know that we're still out here going hard. As I said, just to re-up, 955 this week. So ranked in the top 9%. Overall rank 497. Dropped 89 spots. Let's get that back up. All right. Here's to a big round 12 everywhere for you guys. It's NBA Supercoach. Jim Does SuperCoach. Remember, happy super coaching.